Hello, hello, my beautiful people. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Grady, and today this is going to be a collective reading for the new moon in Virgo that we are having on September the 21st, which is also a partial solar eclipse. So I just wanted to do a reading. I know you guys, I haven't really been posting very frequently. I thought I would be able to come September, but if you don't already know, I'm also a counselor and I have my own private practice, and it has gotten crazy busy over the last couple months. And so I thought I'd have more time, and actually not right now, but I will be kind of changing how I do things in that regard, and I will also be posting a lot more frequently going forward. So bear with me, be patient with me. I have just got a lot on my plate right now, and also kind of changing my schedule as well, and so that hasn't really gotten settled in quite yet. So let's cleanse our energy space first. All right, this is very important, especially during eclipse season. It is really important to cleanse out your energetic space, okay? So we're going to remove all negative energies and entities and any evil eye from my space and yours. Thank you, it is done, and so it is. All right, my loves. So let's get into it. So I've already pre-shuffled the oracle decks, and we'll dive right in. So bottom of the first one does say trust. Okay, so let's see if this works. And sorry guys if it's a little bit dark. Unfortunately, my the lights out in the hallway in front of my window here are not working. So, and it is gloomy, dark, raining outside. So trust. Okay, so Spirit is asking for you to trust. I just heard have trust and faith right now. You guys, I just cut the deck, and it's so interesting because I wanted to talk about the astrology first, and I didn't, and everything happens for a reason, especially during a reading, but it says letting go. Trust, letting go, and then top of the deck, birth and rebirth. You guys, this deck has so many other cards. These are these cards that kind of have just the one word, are like almost like major arcana cards in this deck. Ooh, partnership, okay, is underneath there. But here's, omens, messages. Okay, so interesting. I was just going to show you guys the goblin, okay, which is the wounded human ego. You guys, I pulled this card this morning for myself in my own reading, and I won't go into what it's about, but I love this card. Like, look at that, so funny, made me laugh. Forgiveness, okay, movement. All right, ooh, the king. This is like the king of swords, man, authority. Oh no, this is like the King of Wands. Male, sexual energy, things pertaining, the law, justice. Oh no, I guess it is like the King of Swords. Okay, so these are, the other cards are very much like this, and so there's only a handful of cards that are like the three cards that I pulled. So I feel like that's almost like pulling major arcana. So that means huge shifts, huge transitions. This birth and rebirth, I get like the death card, but also the tower card. Okay, so this is like major shifts, major transitions. Spirit is asking for you to trust, to let go, to just allow, to surrender, I'm hearing, okay? Because there is a new beginning here happening. There's a rebirth, okay? If there has been any endings or whatever you're letting go of, just know that new is going to happen. There's going to be, birth of the new happening here, okay? So that's what I got there. But bottom of the deck. So for some of you, this will have to do with partnerships. Some of you, you are going to get signs, synchronicities, omens in regards to partnerships. There are things that need to be let go of. And for others of you, maybe it is actually letting go, of a partnership. Okay. But what I'm getting is, For most of you, this has to do with, you're going to get signs, synchronicities, omens, possibly messages from somebody, possibly, or vice versa, sending a message in regards to partnerships, because there is some sort of new beginning here. There's like a birth and rebirth happening in partnerships, okay? I'm not surprised to see this right now, especially with what the astrology is all about, and I'll get into that in a moment, but this is what it's all about. The next card, right? There's a rebirth happening here. It's letting go, and we have the Goblin, the wounded human ego. You guys, I kid you not, I just did a video for my other channel, Butterfly Project 1111. If you don't know, that is where I talk all about psychology and other things, not tarot on that channel, but I just did a video in regards to our ego, and that is very much what's kind of coming up right now with all of my clients, and this is also very much in line with the astrology. So I have some notes here, guys, and basically there is, you know, this solar eclipse. It's a partial solar eclipse in Virgo. It's a new moon in Virgo, and the last new moon that we had was also in Virgo, and it was on August the 22nd, and that was, you know, since then until now, it has been this whole month of us practicing a new way of being. Okay, we also had the full moon eclipse a couple weeks ago, and that one actually brought up a lot of these things from our subconscious mind, from our ego, right? All these fears, limiting beliefs, you know, any kind of old patterns that needed to be let go of, released, okay? For us to be able to step into who we are supposed to be being, okay? So this, you know, partial solar eclipse, I don't want to get it mixed up, on September the 21st, okay, is going to open the door to healing, or sorry, the one that we had in August opened the door to us healing these old stories about our worth, okay? All of these old limiting beliefs, it opened the door to healing. That's happening on the 21st, the partial solar eclipse. So the lunar eclipse opened the door, right, to all this healing that we need to let go of. And now September 21st, the partial solar eclipse is actually going to blow the door wide open to allow us to step through and claim our power once and for all, for us to be who we are meant to be. This could be in relationships, this could be in health, this could be in finances, career, your life purpose, family, whatever this is, right? You know, money, all of these things. And it could be all of them. It could be some of them. It could be, you know, one or two of them. It's going to be different for everybody. But this is the time for us to really step into who we are meant to be, who we're supposed to be, right? For us to claim our power, you know, finally. So this is also like, you know, it's going to blow the door wide open, and this is going to be kind of like a shove from the universe, that the time for waiting until you're ready is over. No more making excuses. The time of waiting is over, okay? Or the time of waiting until you're ready is over. It's not about you're ready. It's like, just do it now. Right? So is there that person you want to reach out to? Is there that, you know, course you want to sign up for? Is there that business you want to start? Is there that, you know, class you want to take? Is there that, you know, new health routine, you know, nutrition, exercise, whatever it is that you want to do? The time is now. There's no more, I'm going to wait until I'm ready, prepare for it, you know, get there. No, whatever it is, the time is. Sorry guys, my camera just completely shut off. It's keeps doing that. I'm not sure what's going on, but I can't remember where I left off. But basically, what is it that's kind of getting in the way of you having what you want, of you being who you want to be, of the life that you want to have, the relationship that you want to have, the job that you want to have, the money, the home, the, you know, whatever it is, what is stopping you? Okay, so this is the time right now, okay, through these eclipses, this whole eclipse season is about releasing any limiting beliefs, anything that is getting in the way of you having what you want, any kind of fear, anything to do with, you know, your worthiness, any kind of, fears getting in the way, any self-criticism, feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like you're not worthy, beating yourself up over things, right? Anything that is causing you to hide your true self, right? Running away from, things, allowing the ego to get in the way and try to protect you, and the ego uses fears and doubts to do that, right? So what old patterns do you have to release? Unhealthy, habits, toxic, habits or patterns, anything like that that needs to go, right? Spirit is asking for you to just trust, to have trust and faith that by letting these things go, it is going to lead to a birth and rebirth in your life, in whatever area it is, or several areas, okay? So, for some of you, you're going to get signs, synchronicities, omens, messages could happen, in your dreams or anything like that. You could be seeing, numbers, anything to do with partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic. This could be friends. It could be in regards to, family. But what I'm getting for a lot of you, this is going to have to do partnership, with possibly, intimate partners. So romantic or business. And then the goblin, the wounded human ego. Have trust and faith that letting this ego go, it's just there. He is trying to be your friend. He is just there to protect you, to help keep you safe. But he was created based on your first 6 to 10 years. I talk about this in my other channel, Butterfly Project 1111. But this human ego, okay, is just there for your survival, to protect you. Spirit is asking for you to let this part of you go as much as possible and step into trust, faith, trust and faith in the divine, trust and faith in higher power, the universe, God, your higher self, your spirit, your soul. Have trust and faith in that, because this was here to help protect us from getting, eaten by animals or, having starvation, things like that. It wasn't here to stop you from being the real you and, the you that you were meant to be here, to experience joy, peace, love. The human ego, right, comes in to protect you. It's part of survival mode. Do you want to just survive, or do you want to thrive? Do you want to live, right? Or just survive? No. That's what we're letting go of, the ego. That literally, this is what this eclipse season is all about, you guys. All right? So that was absolutely beautiful, Spirit. Okay, so next deck. This is a new deck I have. I absolutely love it. And it says Dog, Divine Service. How can you serve yourself better? Ooh, I was automatically thinking, how can you serve others better? Now that is something I'm releasing and letting go of, right? Is that I need to prioritize myself, put my needs first before everybody else's, because I'm a helper, I'm a healer, right? So, I'm an empath. Empaths have a really hard time with that. But how can you serve yourself better? How can you be loyal and faithful to yourself, right? And I'm not talking about selfishness, because selfishness comes from ego, right? Control comes from ego. What is that? Fear, right? Those things come from ego. When it's not about self-love, about prioritizing ourselves, but about, being self-serving. That's different. This is talking about, being self-loving. All right, you guys, Frog is all about, can be about, clearing out, decluttering your mind, decluttering your space. So, you guys, can't even make this up. This is so beautiful. I love this deck, Frog. Stepping into your power. Don't take a back seat in your story. It's time to step up. You guys can't even make this up. You saw me cut the deck on camera, okay? So stepping into your power. This is taking our power back once and for all. Being the real you. Being who you're meant to be. Okay, if you guys are conscious manifestors, if you know anything about that, I talk about that on this channel as well. But that is really stepping into your power as a conscious manifestor, as, you know, knowing who you are, the I amness of you, being able to, you know, create and manifest what it is that you want. But don't take a backseat in your story. It's time to step up, prioritize yourself. That's what I was talking about, you know, loving yourself. And then we have the hair, strength. Take time to make clear decisions and bring awareness and light to the situation. No more hiding, okay? This is, you know, time now to make that clear decision. No more waiting until I'm ready, okay? It's making the clear decision, moving forward, all right? With strength, this is also like the strength card, courage, all right? That inner strength. Making those decisions and bringing awareness and light to the situation. What is it that's holding you back? It's shining the light on it, okay? Eclipses are all about, you know, revealing things. It's all with the new moon as well. This is all about us, you know, shining light on those, you know, shadows, the hidden parts, the dark parts, right? Your shadow self, right? Those parts of you that no longer serve you. All right, my loves. So bottom of my next deck, another new deck that I have, beautiful oracle. We have wisdom. This is talking about the inner wisdom. We all have that, tapping into the inner wisdom within ourselves. Tap into the oracle, the inner wisdom within you. And you guys, I can't even believe this card just came up, thunder and lightning power. I totally forgot, but I was actually, and wow, this just popped off this deck beside me, which I will talk about in a second. But thunder and lightning, okay, when I was thinking about doing this reading today, lightning is what I saw. Okay, not thunder, but I saw the lightning. Okay, so I think the thunder is like the warning. The lightning, what I saw was cracking, you know, that light cracking you open and allowing the light within you to come out. This is revealing your true self. This is that light and power within you needs to come out. This is us tapping into that, tapping into the inner wisdom. And then, right, eclipses bring a lot of shocking, you know, things happening, you know, things coming into our life, things going out of our life, right? But this is saying for you to really tap into that power within you, the light within you. And the card that went flying out was the Queen, woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. This is like the Queen of Swords. This is being very clear, very honest. This is having boundaries. This is also talking about, you know, just that feminine power. That's, you know, feminine is not a doer. She receives, right? So she just sits back, but she knows her value and her worth. She just sits there in that knowing, that inner knowing of who she is as a woman, right? Fertility. This is also talking about, you know, creating, right? So for some of you, this is creating, you know, things in your life, creating friendships, relationships. For some of you, it's actual like fertility. Okay, but that wanted to come out. So for some of you, you might be shocked actually getting, you know, careful if you don't want to have any babies, right? And then we have lots, chance. And then there's the word that says yes. I have pulled this card many times over the past week since I've received this deck, and I have not noticed that word yes on there until now. Okay, and Spirit guided me straight to the yes. Say yes, whatever it is that you're afraid of, that risk that you need to take, right? That leap of faith, right? Spirit is saying, hey, the time for waiting until you're ready is over. Now is the time to take the leap of faith. And I just heard, take a chance. Don't let this chance pass you by. Say yes to this open door, these opportunities. All right. Wow, you guys, that is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have another deck here that I will do after the tarot. It is the surrender deck. I'm going to try to pull a card for each of the signs to kind of, you know, just tap into the energy and see what you may need to surrender to and let go of. All right, my loves. So, sorry guys, I'm just going to grab my tarot deck. Normally I pre-shuffle the deck, and I did not do that this time. Messages and guidance for the collective, please, Holy Spirit. Messages and guidance for the collective. right. Final shuffle. All right, my loves. So, bottom of the deck, you guys, we have strength. Okay, so the inner courage, the bravery, the strength that it takes. You know, some of you have been carrying a lot of heavy loads, the strength to release what has been burdening you, okay? And then we have Chariot to be able to move forward, okay, to have success and victory. This is having, you know, the inner strength. The Chariot knows how to balance both the light and the dark within. And you guys, I chose this deck. I was guided to this deck today. I forget what this deck is called. I think it's Illuminated Tarot. I'm not really sure. If you're interested, just comment down below. But it's all about energy, and I just feel like it's a lot of, you know, the light energy, and I just felt really called to this deck, and I think it's because of the energy of, you know, these eclipses. Okay, so the strength and courage to be able to charge forward. This is a lot of focus, a lot of determination to get towards success and victory. Okay, and then we also have Six of Swords underneath that. That's moving into calmer waters. That is leaving the, you know, choppy waters, the difficulties and everything behind, and going towards what? Paradise, towards the light, towards happier, healthier, easier, lighter times. And then we have the Fool taking the leap of faith, and we have Queen of Cups. So for some of you, this has to do, oh, and Two of Cups right behind that. Oh my goodness, you guys. So for some of you, and Seven of Cups. Okay, that flew out. And underneath that is Three of Pentacles. So you guys, there could be a message coming in as well with the Page of Wands underneath that, but I just wanted to show you this, okay? This is really beautiful. So this is, you know, some of you taking a leap of faith towards, you know, revealing feelings, deepening feelings, deepening a connection or a commitment here with the Two of Cups. Look at how beautiful this card is, you guys. This is so beautiful. This is also a time that a lot of like union is going to be happening. So there's going to be a lot of, you know, connections and people coming into union by you being your best self, by you being your true self. Your, you know, counterpart can come in. So we're starting to see that a lot. So this could be also, you know, some connection that you've been dreaming of, partnership that you've been dreaming of as well. So some of you taking a leap of faith towards that. And it could be you possibly you taking a leap of faith towards a Queen of Cups, somebody who is very empathic, very nurturing, very kind. Some of you taking a leap of faith to get counseling, to deal with, you know, issues maybe that you need to let go of in regards to partnerships. And relationships. Okay, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, this is collaborating, teamwork. This is higher level of commitment. So this could have to do with work, or this could have to do with a relationship. All right, my loves. So let me put these at the bottom of the deck, and I'll cut the deck and get into the actual reading. All right, my loves. So let's see what Spirit has for us. Okay. Oh, I am not surprised to see this. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so center of your spread, we have the Knight of Cups. All right, so this is talking about, this is like the situation, following your heart. This also could have to do with romance. It doesn't have to be. This could be something, a creative venture. It's, you know, whatever it is, it's following your heart's desire. Okay, that's what the situation is. Follow your heart's desire, or you're following your heart's desire. This could be in regards to emotions. Okay, so offering your cup of love to somebody. But we will dive deeper into the reading. Sorry, guys. Then we have what we're aware of is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. This is, you know, thinking big picture. This is looking into the future. This is planning, you know, for the future. This is looking into the future. And I'm just getting that what is unbalanced, right? Because we have the 2 wands here and just 1 wand here. What I'm getting is to make, you know, this balanced is that final wand. So the Ace of Wands, you know, is like the creativity, that passionate new beginning. So this could have to do with something to do with work, with relationships, whatever it is. It's going to be different for everybody. I will look for the 4 wands. I'm curious to see where that is. What we're not aware of is temperance. Temperance is balance, harmony, patience. This is healing. Okay, in the recent past, we have 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is a lot of pain and suffering, a lot of anguish, a lot of, you know, it could be mentally, it could be, you know, actually in your world. This is like, you know, a lot of betrayal, a lot of, you know, traumas, things like that. Your advice is the Wheel of Fortune. The advice as Wheel of Fortune is saying there's something that needs to change here. This is the wheel needs to turn, right? What goes up must come down. So this wheel needs to, you know, start turning. There needs to be a change here. And it actually says changes right there. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. So something needs to change. Your potential outcome, we have the Hangman. All right, I will clarify that a little bit more, but the Hangman, this could be, you know, I heard the word surrender. So this is surrendering to the divine. This is having trust and faith. This is also about shifting a perspective. So there's some sort of perspective shift here, but this is also, talk about stagnancy or a pause. And when I clarify with the next cards, we have the High Priestess. Okay, so this is your intuition. This is also talking about the subconscious mind. So for some of you, there could be some sort of pause, you know, happening here. This pause could have to do with, you know, shifting your perspective, following your intuition. This could have to do with stability, security. For some of you, this could have to do with stability and security in your subconscious mind. I also heard letting go when I pulled the 4 of Pentacles. So this could be things that you are holding on to in your subconscious mind that you need to let go of. And the next card that got pulled, I'm not surprised, is the 5 of Pentacles. Any kind of lack mentality, feeling left out in the cold. So this is about that worthiness, you know, feeling not good enough. You know, feeling that lack, you know, lack of like health, lack of money, you know, feeling left out in the cold, you know, in regards to a relationship possibly. So there could be a pause here that's causing you to shift your perspective around this. This pause is also causing you to let go of anything in your subconscious mind, any kind of loss that you've had in the past. This could be childhood. This could be, you know, in your past with, you know, money, relationships, health, whatever it is. This is talking about following your intuition, shifting your perspective, and letting go of anything in the subconscious mind in regards to lack or loss. Okay, and then shifting your perspective, right? Contemplating with the 7 of Pentacles. This is patience, putting in the work into what? Queen of Pentacles. This is into stability, into nurturing yourself, into being, I just heard, the you that you are meant to be your higher self. Okay, this also could have to do contemplating. I just heard mother wounds. Some of you are dealing with mother wounds that need to be released, and you need to put in the work into cultivating, you know, healing around that. For some of you, it is shifting your perspective of lack to be able to invest into a Queen of Pentacles. So this could be male or female, doesn't matter. Don't forget, swap the roles. We embody both energies, no gender specific here. But this could be what that's about. So maybe shifting your perspective, letting, you know, the lack mentality, the loss go from your subconscious mind that you've been possibly holding onto that's causing things to stay stuck and stagnant, and releasing those to be able to invest into nurturing yourself or a connection, possibly. Okay, so underneath the deck, what we're not aware of, or possibly could be in your subconscious mind. We also have the Magician here. Okay, Magician and a 9 of Pentacles, and the Star, and the 6 of Cups. So what this is telling me is you have everything you need to manifest and create the luxury, if you have been consciously manifesting, you will enjoy the fruits of your labor. That is coming in. Just have patience and hope with the star here, okay? And this could have to do with some sort of reconciliation or somebody from your past. For others of you, this is talking about there could be communication coming in regards to that. But the Magician also talks about communication or action, okay? Somebody could be taking action towards someone, somebody. My camera cut off again, you guys. I don't know, maybe it's, you know, all this energy, but I am determined to get this reading completed for you. So I'm sorry if it is not properly focused, and my ring light battery has also failed. So yeah, we're just going to get through this. But if you are manifesting, you know, you will enjoy the fruits of your labor. This is saying that you have everything within you to be able to manifest this life of luxury, of success, okay? You know, of your dreams, whatever this is also talking about hope and healing, the star card. So have hope for this, but also this is talking about healing anything from your past, possibly from your childhood, okay? So for some of you, this Nine of Pentacles is about your self-worth. This is my self-worth, my self-love card, okay? So for some of you, you need to be able to, you have all the tools you need to be able to deal with any unworthiness, self-worth issues here, to be able to heal those things, okay, from your past, from your childhood, okay? And I'm also getting, you know, for a lot of you, this is talking about manifesting and having hope for this, you know, beautiful, successful, luxurious life, you know, possibly with somebody who has a lot of, you know, self-worth and self-love here, and being able to continue to have hope and faith for this reconciliation. This is also like my soulmate card, okay? So take it how it resonates. It might not have to do with, you know, love, but there's different people in the collective. So I just wanted to look for that Four of Wands. And you guys, it's kind of spider-webbed, you know, healing past things that are causing you to self-sabotage with the Five of Swords. This will lead you to victory and success with the Six of Wands, Emperor taking authority. This also could be divine masculine energy coming in, possibly with a message, the Page of Swords, a message of what? Of love, this new beginning with the Ace of Cups, with a King of Cups, okay? So this is somebody who is opening up about their feelings, emotionally available. For some of you, yeah, this is, oh my goodness, you guys, healing, Page of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and Four of Swords, learning about how to heal any kind of, you know, rejection, fear of rejection, you know, not wanting to sabotage or miss this opportunity, being able to heal a situation. But this is also talking about, you know, if there's any kind of boredom, any kind of depression, anything like that, being able to heal that, planting seeds for that. But somebody definitely, possibly a King of Cups coming in with an offer, or a small offer, or a gift here, to have this passionate new beginning, somebody wanting to come in. This also could be talking about creativity. So this is, you know, a new beginning, something that you love, following your heart's desire, following your heart here, right? This could be curiosity as well with the Page of Swords. So somebody taking authority over their life, being curious, but also communicating, possibly, you know, your, you know, passion, your desire, your heart's desire here. What it is could have to do with communication. So it could be like writing, singing, something like that. With the Page of Swords, that's all about communication. But there could be an Emperor. For some of you, you might need to step into power and communicate with somebody in regards to love, because right now, you know, healing anything from your past, it could be not have to do with childhood. This could be a past person, past situation that is causing you needing to heal that, okay, because it's causing you to sabotage. But this is talking about success and victory here. Okay, for some of you, Six of Wands can also represent ego. So something in your ego. Remember, you guys, the goblin, look at him, okay? You know, the human ego, right? We want to release and heal whatever is in there that's, you know, kind of stopping all of this. All right, my loves. So I'm just really curious about the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, Four of Wands. Four of Wands. There's going to be some sort of major transformation in regards to possibly a connection, love situation. Could have to do with, you know, family, your legacy as well. Make a decision here. But there's going to be some sort of major transformation in this connection. Okay. And that could be actually taking things to the next level towards commitment. And it is going to bring dreams. Okay. With the nine of cups there. Wish fulfillment. It's what you've been dreaming of, wishing for. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, you guys, Four of Wands is sandwiched between the King of Wands and the Eight of Cups. Okay? So, King of Wands, fire sign energy. This could be you or somebody else. Okay? Needing to stabilize, right? Or this could be, you know, commitment. This could be about a home. This could be about, you know, a business, you know, partnership, whatever this is. Okay? King of Wands, to create this stability. Needing to walk away from something. What are we walking away from? Seven of Wands, resistance. Resisting what? Behind that, Page of Cups. Why? To bring in happiness with the Sun. Okay? So, in order, right? Waiting for those ships to come in. What's missing, right? For the Four of Wands is this King of Wands, whoever this is, you or somebody else, needing to walk away, right? This King of Wands needing to walk away from whatever is causing this resistance, right? Guardedness, of feelings. This also could be of passion, of, you know, creativity, of your heart's desire. You could have a blocked creativity. Something's blocking that, okay? Needing to walk away from something that's blocking that. That's what this is all about. Releasing any, you know, limiting beliefs, old patterns, self-criticism, hiding your true self, right? Any kind of fears, things like that, because it will lead you towards your happiness, joy. This is also celebration. This is also healing, okay? Healing the inner child. All right, happiness. Beautiful. All right, my loves. So, what did I say I was going to do next? Yes, I remember. All right. So, what you're not aware of is healing. There is healing happening. Have patience. This is also talking about what you're not aware of is there will be harmony. Okay, this is, you know, the angelic realm has their hands on this as well. So have patience that things are going to be balanced out and are going to come into harmony. All right, so let's just clarify the Hangman as the outcome, please. Holy Spirit, Hangman as the outcome. Something wanted to come out, but it didn't. Hangman as the outcome. Why is this here? Why is the Hangman here as the outcome? Holy Spirit. You guys can't even make this up. I think I probably said it, that whatever this lack, subconscious, you know, stuff that you need to let go of, right? What's keeping things stagnant, stuck at a stalemate, all right? This, you know, needs to be shifted. This perspective needs to be shifted because of the Seven of Swords. There could be some sort of secret. This is lies, deception. You could be lying to yourself. You could be lying to somebody else, deceiving somebody else. This is also deceiving yourself. Denial, possibly. Okay, I'm really getting that shining star here, shining the light. Okay, but whatever this is going to come to light. And this is also talking about self-sabotage. That's what's keeping this stuck. Lies, deception, self-sabotage. And it's in your subconscious mind. You guys. Yep. So, take your power back with the Emperor. Okay? In regards to whatever mental conflict or conflict externally, right? Taking your power back, taking authority over, you know, some sort of self-sabotage. This could be divine masculine, needing to step into the divine masculine power, needing to shift your perspective. Okay, you need to surrender possibly to stepping into being the divine masculine. What does it take to be a divine masculine? Needing to let go of the human ego. Okay, anything that is tied to ego, anything that is basically not love, right? not faith, not trust, not love. If you know the vibrational scales, anything that is below neutral, neutral and under are all low vibrational, all part of the ego. If that is where you are, Spirit is asking for you to surrender, okay, to shift your perspective and surrender into this divine masculine. Take your power back over whatever is causing conflict in your life or mental conflict. Page of Swords. Get really curious, okay, and uncover this. But I'm also getting that this also could be if you are or are dealing with possibly a divine masculine, somebody. Emperor can also be very, you know, stubborn, very stuck in his ego, my way or the highway, wanting to be in control of everything. Okay, this is keeping things stuck. All right, you know, with the Five of Swords here, this is sabotaging things for you, causing a lot of conflict in your life. You might need to either send a message, okay, to somebody, or this is somebody sending a message to you in regards to this. And I just heard revealing whatever secrets are here. Yeah, bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. That's indecision. And then the Moon. This is, you know, being really stuck in indecision because of fear. Fear, right? Keeping you in this indecisive mode is what's causing this Hangman, this stagnation. All right, and underneath that we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, this is a passionate new beginning. Look at that, just explosion. All right, once you release, shift your perspective, or release whatever is holding you back, keeping you stagnant, keeping you stuck, keeping you hanging. Okay, all right, once you release, and I just heard take the blindfold off. This is uncovering whatever is in the Moon is the subconscious mind, as well as any kind of fears. So taking the blindfold off will get you to reveal this, is what is going to take that blindfold off. All right, to be allowed, to allow you to be very clear and make the decisions necessary to step into a passionate new beginning. This could have to do with work. This could be finances. This could be, you know, your health. This could be relationships. Whatever this is, there is a passionate new beginning here. And I just heard also surrender, have patience as well if you've been waiting for this, because it is on the horizon. All right, my loves. So King of Wands. Yep, you need to take your power back. This is being the visionary, and Eight of Wands. So, and Ace of Pentacles. There's somebody here, possibly this could be you or somebody else, that is stuck in regret with the Five of yeah, and they're coming in with the truth. Yeah, wish fulfillment. Okay, so you guys, King of Wands, take your power back, step into your power. Eight of Wands. This is moving forward. This is, you know, forward movement. This is communication. This could be actual moving. This is, you know, the rods of desire. There's a lot of passion here. This could have to do with creativity. This could have to do with, this is also talking about, you know, manifesting, right? So being a visionary and manifesting what it is that you want. But I was trying to clarify the Ace of Wands. This could be a fire sign, you or somebody else, being very passionate, a lot of communication coming back and going back and forth after letting go of the things keeping you stuck or them stuck in the stagnation. This person coming in with communication, or this might be you, in regards to regrets. Somebody's regretting here. Somebody has lost something here and they are deep in regret. Okay, justice is coming in. Somebody's coming in to make things right for any kind of loss or regret here. There's the two cups that are still standing. Okay, the Two of Cups, which we saw earlier. All right, my loves. So justice is coming in. Somebody's coming in with truth and clarity. There's that sort of truth, right? Coming in with truth and clarity in regards to something that is going to make things right. Okay, so have patience, surrender, right? Let go of whatever this is. This person is coming in with Ace of Pentacles. This is an opportunity, an offer, right? This is also about, if it's in regards to your manifestations, this is the universe coming in with this big offer for you. Okay, and it is wish fulfillment. It is what you have been wishing for, dreaming of. All right, this is wish fulfillment, but it is going to require a leap of faith. What did I say, you guys? Time for waiting until you're ready. It's over. It's go time. It's time for a leap of faith. I just heard, you know, the universe kind of shoving you off the edge. Giving you a big shove. All right, my loves. So let's see. From the surrender deck for the collective, and then I'll pull for each of the signs, messages and guidance for the collective. And final shuffle. I keep seeing that goblin card. Okay. All right. So I just heard, if you don't want to be a fool, right? Don't be stuck in this ego state. Okay. Look at him sticking his tongue out at you. That is you being a fool. All right, my loves. So, surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. All of this was divinely orchestrated. Okay, you guys, Wheel of Fortune, just know as well, I just heard as advice with the Wheel of Fortune is divine timing, destiny. Just, you might need to be patient while there's this kind of stagnation. Just wait for divine timing, okay? You can't force or rush this, whatever it is. Surrender the idea you can fix someone. Yeah, some of you. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. I just heard, ain't that the truth? All right? Can't fix anybody. Everybody has to, you know, make these changes. And you guys, 2 cards at the top just popped out. So the first one is surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. You guys, this is literally, you know, what this, you know, eclipse is all about, right? Letting go of, you know, unworthiness, right? All right, my loves. Surrender negative thinking. Another great one. That's why they came out together. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. All right, my loves. So let go and surrender any negative thinking, low self-esteem. Okay. The idea that you can fix someone, because everybody needs to be accountable for their own stuff, and surrender to your soul's path. Okay, you're being guided and directed. Okay. All right, my loves. So let's do one for each of the signs. All right. So I'm just going to shuffle out the energy of the collective. People pleasing, let go. Surrender to trust, you guys. All right. So let's start with surrender frustration. I was about to say Capricorn, and then I was bouncing between Capricorn and Virgo. So surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. Okay, so somebody needs to surrender frustration, but I'm going to start with Virgo because we're in Virgo season and it is the Virgo new moon. Okay, so Virgo. Messages and guidance for Virgo. Guys, can't make this up. Surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet, meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Virgo, and also anybody actually in the collective, because we are in Virgo season. All right, my loves. So next we will do Capricorn, and I just gotta move these cards out of the way. My desk isn't that big here. All right, Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn, you're gonna love this. Surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, surrender stubbornness. Yeah, Capricorns are, you know, can be known to be very stubborn and set in their ways. Who am I doing next? Taurus. Taurus, surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment, Taurus. All right, my loves. So next, let's do fire signs. Aries. Aries. What does Aries need to surrender? What does Aries need to surrender? Oh. Aries, I'm getting stubborn energy. Aries. Aries. I'm going to do Leo next. Try to do this a little quicker. What does Leo need to surrender? Okay. And Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to surrender? Okay. So, Aries, surrender the idea that you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Absolutely. Leo, surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. All right, Leo. And Sagittarius, surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. All right, next we're going to do not Scorpio. I want to do Libra. All right, Libra. What does Libra need to know? Libra. Oh, Libra. Surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. And you also got surrender your need to always be right, Libra. Give others the gift of letting them be right by yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. All right, Libra. That is actually the shadow of Libra. Libra can be very balanced and fair and just and diplomatic. But the opposite is, you know, that stubbornness and need to be right. Okay, that's so frustrating. Almost done. Okay, so Gemini, surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can do to make things happen. Then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Okay, Gemini. And now we'll do Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius, surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Okay, Aquarius. And then now let's do Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? Scorpio, messages and guidance for Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio. Okay, messages and guidance for Scorpio. Scorpio, you got 2. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Surrender to prayer, Scorpio. And also, Scorpio, surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. All right. Pisces. 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 All right, Pisces, surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Pisces. Beautiful. All right. And last but not least, we have Cancer. Cancer, surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. All right, my loves, that is what I have for you today. Oh, you guys, something told me to look at the bottom of the deck for the collective, and we have surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. You guys, this is beautiful. Okay, that's exactly a lot of what, you know, these eclipses are about. And unfortunately, you know, a lot of it has to do with fear of intimacy and, you know, any kind of, you know, fears, part of the ego, right? Our subconscious mind, our, you know, traumas from childhood, self-limiting beliefs, self-criticism, all of that. that don't allow us to open up our heart and be able to connect with other people, okay? And this could be fear of intimacy, could be, you know, not just romantic relationships, but it can stop us in every, you know, connection that we have, okay? Underneath that was surrender to obsessive thinking. So some of you, this is fear of intimacy causes you to really obsess, okay? So apples could be significant for some of you there. Surrender resentments. I just cut the deck. Something told me, you know, to do that as well. So I will read that as well. And top of the deck, this is for the collective, you guys. Surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only prisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life, you guys. Let go, release whatever is, you know, there that needs to go, that has to do with your unworthiness, that has to do with your, how you feel about yourself, you know, self-criticism, all of that. A lot of it has to do with holding on to resentments. And then this is the final message. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us. Even in the mundane aspects of life, remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. You guys, oh my goodness. This is the most, you know, beautiful kind of picture there. You know, scenario, scene, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so surrender to the magic of who you are, you guys. This is also all about or what the eclipse season is all about. It is about being the real you, the magical you, the, you know, spirit having a human experience. Okay, this is, you know, absolutely beautiful. You're magical, you're worthy, you're good enough. Okay, and I know I went, you know, collectively, I did a lot more cards. Spirit just told me to do that. I absolutely love this deck. And, you know, the eclipse season is all about surrendering, letting go, and releasing things. So I just wanted to be very, you know, I just heard extra precise, you know, for you guys with that. So thank you so much for being here today. Don't forget to do all the things. Like this video, comment down below, share my channel with others, and this video with others. I would truly appreciate it. It does help my channel to grow and get Spirit's messages out there as well. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified of new videos. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to subscribe and be part of this ever-growing butterfly family. All right, my loves, and don't forget as well to really do a lot of self-care. Take care of yourself during this time. Eclipse season can be very heavy, very draining, okay? It's also, you know, fall, or we're about to go into fall time where I am, and so that can also get us to really, you know, kind of feel drained and heavy and slow down. And a seasonal affective disorder too starts to kick in for a lot of people. So really nurture and take care of yourselves. I'm really getting the Queen of Pentacles in my mind's eye right now. Okay, so really nurture and take care of yourselves. All right, my loves. So that's what I have for you. And as always, you guys, I wish you all peace, love, and light. Until next time. Bye-bye.